Hey there, what's up guys, this is Jake with Nerds on Best, and welcome to my spoiler review for Ready Player One. Now yes, this is a spoiler review, so if you haven't yet seen the movie, leave this video right now and go check it out. A good jumping off point, I suppose, would be Wade Watson, his home life in the real world, not in the Oasis. He has an aunt that he lives with, and her boyfriend is a dick, and they don't like each other. He has a horrible home life. And I didn't really like the aunt and boyfriend in this movie. It works much better in the book, in my opinion. I just felt like it was a little cartoonish at times and a little bit too Spielberg, like the adults are just idiots. But it doesn't matter because, as we learn later, they do die. They his whole house explodes after Nolan Sorrento offers him a job and he declines it. So basically, yeah, you know the general plot is that there's this big Easter egg hunt created by James Halliday, the Oasis creator, and he wants everybody to sort of look for this egg and gain all this money, his fortune, and all of the control of the Oasis entirely, and IOI wants to use it and start charging people and sort of become EA, it seems like. Ben Mendelsohn is the main guy behind IOI, and he wants more than anything to find this egg. And he has this really crappy female sidekick named Finale, who I just didn't like. I don't even think she was in the book, it just didn't work for me. And there's this other woman who like figures out the end challenge, and I had no idea who she was, and I was like, I guess it doesn't matter. There were stuff like that in the movie that I just didn't really buy, but overall I thought the movie was fantastic, as revealed in my spoiler-free review, obviously. I felt like the outside, the real-world stuff is the stuff that doesn't work for me, honestly. I really didn't like all that stuff, all as much as I did in the book. I loved it in the book. I really liked Artemis in the movie. I thought she did a really great job. Olivia Cooke is a great actress, and I really enjoyed her whole arc. She gets like captured in the middle point in the movie, and she ends up having to you know, bust out of IOI, and this whole the whole thing with her goes down. She easily could have left with Wade, I felt, and I just thought it was a little unnecessary. She wanted to buy them some time, I got it, but like it just felt like she could have gone right in there too. It would have been fine. I also really looked look for the avatars, the way the Oasis characters look. When I saw like these pop figures, and I was like, what the hell is that? That's not what I imagined at all. Like, I just didn't really like the way they all looked, but after seeing the movie, I thought it worked really well. I particularly really like H. It's a girl. That's like the big reveal, is that in real life, H is a girl, and you can kind of tell in the movie with the way her voice works. Is you could kind of feel like that might be a female's voice because it's very auto-tuned, it's very messed with. You could tell that there's some modified stuff going on with her. But I liked it, I thought it worked, and I really love H in the segment that I loved in the movie that I touched on in my spoiler-free review. The Shining segment was fantastic. I thought that was really cool and unique and kind of something you wouldn't usually see, although there's a lot of blood, and I'm surprised that that was in a PG-13 movie, because like kids are gonna freak out when they see that, but it's fine. Yeah, I love the Shining segment. That was like probably the best challenge in the movie, I felt, because the race was really thrilling as well. I really liked the race with the whole Kong stuff going on. The challenges in the movie were really cool, and I thought they worked for the movie, and I dug them because there were a little bit too many pop culture references maybe in the race. I felt the race did a little bit too much with pop culture stuff, with, you know, King Kong obviously, and the T-Rex from Jurassic Park, and obviously the DeLorean he drives. And I also love the reveal of you have to go backwards in the race, although there have been other spoiler reviews that have been like, yeah, you don't think they would have tried that? It's been like 5 years. Like, a lot of people are really good at video games, and people definitely would have tried half of this stuff by now. So I don't know, it didn't fully work with that because you're trying to make like a real life video game. Make a real life video game. There's going to be hackers. There's going to be people that are trying to crack the code and figure out and people have probably already figured it out by this time with the gaming community, especially if it's 2045. People will have known about this stuff way long ago already. Daito and Sho were pretty good. I thought they did a really good job. They worked really well. I thought they don't stand out. Nothing really amazing happens with them, but a lot of the Goonies type of feel, from like that Spielberg feel, comes from these two characters, I feel. With like, especially with Daito, with the Ultraman reveal, not Ultraman, but the Gundam. There we go. He becomes like Gundam, I don't know what that is, but Gundam. He becomes like this big, I guess, anime character, and he's fighting Mechagodzilla at the end. That was really cool. That was really well done. I thought that was a lot of fun. IROC. I didn't love IROC. I thought he was a little bit too much. I do love how they didn't really have... The comedy with IROC was pretty good, where he's like, yeah, I got this like neck pain, like it sucks, you know, can you just look over here this way, Nolan? That was all funny. I thought like the real life like issues that IROC was facing were like really hilarious because his avatar's like this big, creepy like god character, and he's like, yeah, my neck is like killing me lately. It was funny, and T.J. Miller brought a lot to that role. I just felt like there wasn't much for him to do in this movie besides just sit around and wait for Wade to screw up. Halliday and Morrow, I liked them. I liked the whole reveal of, you know, the past failed girlfriend that ended up becoming Ogden's wife. I liked that stuff. I thought Halliday at times, as I mentioned, is a little bit over the top with his like kind of nerdiness. And I felt like the last like 15 minutes of this movie was like pure Spielberg. You know, they're having that whole conversation with, are you a part of the game, or are you like a ghost? And he's like, I don't know. And he just kind of walks out. And it's like, all right, what the hell was going on there? I just thought there were points where he was like just a little bit too over the top. But I thought like Mark Rylance is a great actor, and he did a fantastic job as Halliday. And he was exactly how I imagined, and I thought Halliday was excellent. Especially the avatar that he had, like the big wizard with the keys. That was really cool too. And a lot of the comedy at the end when they're in the van and he's like moving around and he's like, do you want the key or not? That was pretty good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. I also thought the quarter reveal of the extra life was really well done in the movie. I just thought that was as soon as, you know, the butler threw the coin at Wade, I was like, I know exactly how that's going to play into this movie, and I'm very excited to see how that plays out. And it plays out brilliantly, and I thought it was amazing, and my entire audience was like, yes, that was awesome. I really bought the real life interactions between Parzival and Artemis as well, and I thought like they had good chemistry. Although, and at the end when he said, we're going to shut down the Oasis on, it was like Wednesdays and Thursdays or something like that, maybe just Wednesday, I don't know. They're going to shut down the Oasis 1 or 2 days a week and kind of be in the real world moment. And I thought like, that was a good message, and it was like a nice little thing for the kids to be like, hey, go outside more. I thought that was pretty cool. I overall had a really nice time with Ready Player One. I could sit here for days and pick apart the book and the movie, but I'm not going to do that because I feel like they're two different, like separate things. I thought this movie had a lot of heart, and I thought it had a lot of action and comedy and just fun, glorious visual effects, and just it's a lot of fun. It's a fun movie, and I really enjoyed it, and I would highly recommend checking it out. So what did you guys think of Ready Player One, and what did you think of this spoiler review? Comment down below any spoiler you want. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below of this movie. You know, feel free to go all out, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.